Testing 1, 2, 3. I need a mic. Okay, come with me to recall everything that happened in my open water diver certification, which was 7 months ago. Let's go. A bit of a disclaimer, I'm editing this on my very hot phone. I usually do this on my iPad, but I cannot transfer these files to my iPad for some reason, so you're just gonna have to deal with this. So this is gonna be very basic editing, and I'm just going to tell you what is going on like very quickly. Okay, so what's happening at this point of time in the video, if you look very quickly through the windows, the waves are crazy, and I'm told that it's not like this all the time, so this was an unusual. And what you just saw was the AC literally fell off from the ceiling. We went from Ancol, Dermaga 16, and we went on a ferry boat. And I thought it was going to be like very chill, but apparently that time, at least, it was not. So a little bit of backstory. The past 2 weeks, I think, before this, it rained literally every single day. And the past week, some boats were not allowed to go. So some people were like stuck on the island, and then some diving had to be canceled. But fortunately, on that day, on that Saturday that we left, it was clear as day. The skies were so bright. I don't know, that was really nice. Now, the boat dropped us off on the backside of the island, and our resort is on the front side. So we were going to wait for whatever you call the truck that carries the diving equipment, but then we're just like, okay, you know what, it's not really that far, let's just walk. So we walked a little bit, and here we finally arrived at the resort, which is so nice. And let me tell you, this was the cheapest diving course that I could find in Jakarta, and hats off, no complaints, 10 out of 10. If anybody wants to do a diving course, I would recommend them to here so fast. Shout out to Bang Rengga and everybody at Millennium Dive Center. We got there at around 12, I guess, and the wind was so nice. The shade was really nice. It's just an overall a really good place to spend your weekend. This is what the like hotel looks like. It's actually a tent, but there's an indoor bathroom, indoor toilet, and there's AC. So very worth the price, I think. We had lunch and then went back to our rooms to put on our wetsuits very quickly. We had 2 pool sessions beforehand where we tested out like which wetsuit we wanted to use, which size, and then also the mask and the fins. That the booties also comes with the fins. That it was going to be the same ones that we were using in this open water certification. In the first dive, we went from the red house thingy. If you've been to Pulau Pramuka, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. The ocean is always a lot saltier than I remember it when I first jump in, I swear. The first part of the dive was spent testing our skills, mask clearing, and then regulator clearing, all that fun stuff. Mask clearing, let me tell you, is not great when you're in the ocean. Like, it hurts your eyes genuinely if you're not used to it, and I am not used to it. Still figuring out buoyancy a lot, and this was our first time being in actual ocean, so it was a really cool experience. I think in this first dive, we were just trying to get the feel of it. 45 minutes maybe, it went by so fast. And afterwards, we were really hungry, so this is us eating before we go on to our second dive. Second dive was by the pier, so we went under the dermaga, which I keep seeing people in like the Florida Keys doing this, and it was unreal, I would say. I was really excited to see some animals here, typically, especially the animals that I don't normally see, because I've been to islands before. I've been, I don't know what you would call it, snorkeling, half freediving, I guess, with Nautica. But here I saw my first lionfish, pufferfish, and also turtle, which was so cute. Also, your ears kind of hurt when you're going down once, and you just have to slow down, equalize, but then once you get to 18 meters and then onwards, it doesn't hurt anymore, it's fine. So remember to equalize your ears. I think at this point 1 kilogram was taken away from my belt because I was sinking to the bottom, like I could not float no matter how hard I tried. But it felt weird, like they took it off from behind me and it felt like someone was tugging on me, but I didn't realize until afterwards that, oh yeah, they took off my belt. So this is the view of our tent. That's our wetsuits drying. It is intense, and we're waiting to... Basically what I said here is I'm eating Pringles that I brought myself because I'm waiting for the bathroom to be free. I don't like taking a shower right away, so I try to dry myself off guide review. Saw a puffer fish amongst many other types of fish, lionfish also. That was interesting. Before the first dive, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like, it's not focusing, but this part that's like black, it feels like it got hit with something very heavy and it still hurts now. And yeah, it's like blood clot that froze. And today we went down at 1, and then the first dive was like 23 minutes-ish, 25, and then we went up, moved to another space, and under the dock, and that was about a 35-ish to 40-minute dive, and that was really fun. I got to see a lot of different colors of fish. Visibility was not that great, like 3 meters, 2 meters in front, I couldn't see the instructor, so he had to use his flashlight. But it was still really nice to look at all of the like colorful fishes and everything. The second dives are always better, whether it's in the pool or in the ocean. The second dive always feels more natural to me, so that's good. Right now it's 5 p.m. and we'll be watching the sunset soon. So, okay, yeah, after hearing all of the past, some things did come to mind. We had very short dives, so 30 minutes, 40 minutes maximum, but I still had a lot of oxygen in my tank, but you know, when you gotta go, you gotta go. So this is like around 5:30-ish p.m., maybe almost 6, and we went down to the dock again and just wanted to watch the sunset. It looked really, really pretty. We sat there for some time, just talking, getting to know each other. I really like this part of getting to know someone, meeting new people, and just talking it out. We had dinner and then played Uno before our big test. We actually already did an online test, but we had to do an offline one again. There were 2 sets of questions and 50 questions each. We all got 1 wrong, if I'm not mistaken. And then after that, we had a debrief of the past 2 dives and a briefing for tomorrow's dive, where we learned about air consumption.
Yeah. Semakin banyak, berarti ini nih ngitung air konsumnya teman-teman yang dipakai.
And 'twas nighttime, slept really good, it was really cold, really comfortable also, but woke up at, I don't know, around 4 or 4:30 maybe, to catch the sunrise. This is what the island looks like at that time, and the whole area of the island, the whole perimeter is around 3 kilos or so, they tell me. Had to walk to the whole other side of the beach as the lights started coming in. It was really quiet. There weren't a lot of people out. Out of my whole group, it was only me and one other person, and we also walked at different times, so we just kind of met at the sunrise beach. The water was so still too, but it was really clear. Water is literally so clear. Look at that. I don't know why I have so much footage of this exact moment, but here's what it looks like with the sun up. Then it was finally time to get back to the resort, which was kind of a walk, and I had to use Google Maps at some points. But here's us taking our gear that we already folded up yesterday back to the boat. 2 boat dives today. On the first one, we had to put the gear on ourselves, like attach the BCD to the tank, but on the second dive, it was more of a fun dive, so they just did it for us. This first dive was not a good dive for me at all. I was so seasick from the beginning all the way until the end. Like, by the time I got back up on the boat, I wanted to throw up. I'm being real with you. My buoyancy was so off. I wanted to grab onto the coral. I kept sinking. I don't know. It was just overall the worst dive that I've ever had, actually, even up until this moment. But I don't know what happened. I just got so seasick at that moment. Drinking anything sweet after a dive is literally the best. After these dives, I would learn that drinking orange juice is the best. Having a cold water bottle of orange juice is the best. We ate brunch on this. It's like in the middle of the water. I don't know what you call it. I forgot about it already. Had some singkong, a lot of other snacks, talked again, drank some more tea. Now the fourth dive was amazing, which I'm going back to what I said before. The first dive is always the worst. Now this was actually the first dive. This picture that you're seeing right now, and this one is the drone footage of the second dive. We have a lot of drone footages, but I don't know why on my phone it's not saved, so I'm working with what I have, okay? This is really cool. The water looks amazing. If you ask me what I saw or what the visibility was like here, I truly do not remember, but I remember the safety stop was like really long and we just played around there, took a bunch of photos, tried to look at sea turtles and all of that. Two dives. The first one today was horrible. Came up with blood from my nose, squeezed, and then I also couldn't talk from the buoyancy sometimes. Dilepas my fourth weight on my weight has to be taken off underwater. So I'm not gonna fuck with that. And then for the fourth dive, very nice. Saw a moray aerial, which I think is the highlight from the last dive. And then the third dive, I saw 3 turtles. Yeah, they're gone. So right now, this is the current state. We are waiting to take a shower. My turn to take a shower. This is the condition right now. Rinsed off with some water. Now we're just waiting. Basically, what I'm saying is I saw 3 turtles, and my nose was bleeding when I came out of the first dive that day that I said, but this is goodbye. I don't think I'm gonna add captions to this because I'm really lazy, or like auto captions, and probably a lot of things are gonna be wrong. Okay, I want to talk about this one real quick. Where when we were going home, we were on the ocean for about 2.5 hours. I don't even remember right now. But basically, our boat ran out of fuel in the middle of the ocean, and we were still like an hour away from Jakarta. So we just stayed stranded in the sea until another boat came, and a bunch of the like mama people were kind of being mad about it because, of course, why would your tank be empty? So here's the other boat trying to give us fuel, and so we can go. Yeah.